G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
Next week we'll be announcing the winners of the best dozen.
That's right, and we've got quite a few entries in the draw, which is fantastic. But we've also done something else.
Yeah, you can actually buy half of the wines from the best dozen, the best half dozen if you want to call it such, from our friends at Boccaccio Cellars.
Yeah, so just jump onto the website. It's got all the links, all the details there. Pretty good value, so yeah, might want to investigate that.
Yeah, because we obviously think they're great wines and they're really well priced, thanks to Anthony and the boys at Boccaccio.
Yes, very good effort.
But let's talk about some wines that we haven't reviewed yet.
Speaking of good effort, this wine, top effort in the last week or so, and this is the Peter Lehmann Margaret Semillon from the Barossa Valley. This is the 2005 vintage. Now, this wine just took out the top gong, the absolute top gong for best wine of show at the Royal Sydney Wine Show. Now, this is no mean feat. This is one of the serious competitions in Australia that gets all the best entries. And this is a Semillon from the Barossa Valley. Now, this is an amazing result because normally you think Semillon, you think Hunter Valley. But look, this wine, the Margaret, now, we've been lucky enough to have this a few times in the past, and it is a remarkable wine. It's a stunning wine. It's a wine that has amazing complexity. It's already got 5 years bottle age on this one. It retails around the sort of the mid-$40 price point, so it's not the cheapest. But you are talking about one of the best examples of Semillon in Australia, and one of the top white wines in this country. So if you haven't tried this before, if you're still holding off on jumping on the Semillon bandwagon, then get a hold of this one because it is an absolute rip snorter of a wine.
It certainly is, and look, the gong that it picked up, it's not just one of those medals that they hand out as stickers when you just turn up. That's a very serious prize that one just picked up. Anyhow, that one's not so cheap. Something that's actually pretty bloody good value, the Stonier Pinot Noir. Now, one of the problems I have with Pinot is that inexpensive Pinot tends to be not that interesting. It's just cherries and that's about it. But Stonier, for not much money, what, $25 odd?
Yeah, close to 20.
You can pick up a very, very good Pinot that actually has some complexity to it. Now, no, it's not going to be like a Domaine Romani Conti, but it's a bloody good wine for not much money, and if you're looking to get into Pinots without spending too many dollars and get something that's not just one-dimensional, the Stonier Pinot Noir is one that should definitely be on your shopping list.
Yeah, great value Pinot, and we like them on the show.
We sure do.
Now, speaking of another good value wine, now this is a good value Cabernet. Now, long-time viewers of the show know we're partial to a Cabernet, and this one we have featured on the show before. This is the Penley Estate Phoenix Cabernet. Now, this particular vintage here, this is the 09. This is they're really relatively newly released, and this is really good form from these guys. Their wines probably for the last decade have polarised people a bit in opinion, but general consensus with this one is they've really hit the nail on the head here. And again, you're talking about a really good Coonawarra Cabernet that's for under $20. It regularly gets discounted, so keep your eyes out for when it's on special because it is remarkable value. Amazing value as well in the sense that grab this one, put it away for 5+ years, and it will reward that cellaring because, as you know, with a good Cabernet, especially from the Coonawarra, they get that great tannic structure that really does benefit from a couple of years in bottle just to really soften out. But already this is shining through with some, great varietal Cabernet flavours, and also got really good length on this. This was the one thing that kind of stood out for me in trying it the other night. That persistence there is right through to the finish. So if you're looking for good value Cabernet, then the Penley Phoenix is back in top form at the moment.
Love that. Love the Coonawarra. Love Cabernet. So a good one from Penley. Lovely to see. Anyhow, that's it for this week on Wine Week. Make sure you're in the running for the best dozen, and if you miss out, well, why not buy half of them?
Yes, because they are good value, and we're not just saying that because we put them on the show.
No, we're definitely not. Anyhow, that's it for this on Wine Week. See you next week.
See you next week.